Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here at dotConnect25. My name is Freddy Montes, and I'm a director of product here at dotCMS. Today, I want to show you how to use MCP servers to go from Figma Designs to completely editable dotCMS pages in no time. So the first thing that you got to do is in your Figma, make sure that you have enabled the MCP server right here, right? Next, we got to do the same in Cursor or your favorite editor. It could be Cloud Code, etc. So you go to settings and then you go to MCP servers. I got all these MCP servers here. This one is not running, so I'm going to restart it. And I'm going to edit the .cms one so I can show you how these are set. So basically there is this mcp.json file, and you can define your MCP servers here like a configuration object. In this case, I have the Figma one, and then I have the .cms one. The .cms basically only needs the .cms auth token and the .cms URL. And that's it. You can see your MCP servers defined here, which means that I am ready for the Cursor agent to use them. You can see some of the tools. You can see the tools that this server has available, and you can check what these tools do. But basically, we have a tool for list content types, create content types, search for content, save content, publish, unpublish, etc. Now, let's go real quick. So you can see I have this Next.js app running right here, which is this Next.js app. It's a typical .cms Next.js app, and it uses the .cms React and the .cms types, and it uses the .cms client to fetch the data. And if we go to .cms, you can see that I have this set up in the Universal Visual Editor, and it already have a few pieces of content. But as you can see, there is no components for those pieces of content, and we need it to look like this. So in order to use the Figma MCP server, you got to select. So it gives, this is the context, this is the component that I want to create first. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to open the agent, and I'm going to paste these prompts that I have. Basically, it says, add a new component into my page component. It generates a React component from the hero content type, and get the schema from the .cms MCP server. There is a call to action field in this content type, so I'm basically telling that in front, and there is already a call to action component you can use, and get the design from the Figma MCP. The first thing that the agent do is it outlines his to-do, then it calls the .cms context initialization to understand the structure and the schemas, and they go to the Figma MCP and get the code and get a screenshot. And with all that context, .cms and Figma context, it start to create the hero component. Okay, it finishes. Let's see how it went. So as you can see here, it made a lot. It makes a title, it added the call to action, it added the description, but the image is failing. These are the type of error that I normally go and see myself. So I'm going to go to hero and I'm going to accept all. And what is the image right here? So it's doing image. Okay. I think the problem is that image is not image directly. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, image identifier. So we need to update also. This is not a string. Actually, this is like this. And boom, there you go. That's the image. It has the call to action. It reused the component. As you can see here, it reused the call to action component that we already had. This any, I really don't like it, but we can fix it. There is a little error right here that we can set fix in the chat. Let's see how it goes. That's the thing, right? It's never gonna nail it into a one prompt, no matter how good it is. But you can always keep prompting and keep iterating over and just fix some of the stuff. So this is working. So this is the original, and this is how it looks like. It's okay. I don't like that I have all this margin on top and bottom. We don't need that. So I can go here to the section and find, this is the class. I'm going to remove that. Now I will still have a margin right here. That should be probably in the image. Let me see. Oh, I'm not sure where is that coming from. Oh, actually it was just the box. Okay, perfect. We got the first one. It takes literally very, very low time. As you can see, the HTML is okay. It's respectable. I will guess that I don't want an H1 here. I want to say an H2 for semantics purposes. But other than that, I mean, I can, always trust but verify. But for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to commit these ones and we're ready to go. Okay, now for the next one, we're going to select and going back here, I'm just going to open my page. That's where some of the change happened. And I'm going to have the prompt is basically set the same. The only thing that is different, it says that these content types, the features have a relationship field to feature, which is another content type, and are represented as card in the design. So create a proper component for that one. And instead of using image identifier, that use title image ID path, because that's something that also comes in every dotCMS content. So let's see how I do. So now we go here. Okay, we can see that it renders the title and everything. It renders the label and the description and the learn more with the proper links. But the images have some issues and this needs to be centered. So there's a couple of fixes that we need to take a look at. So let's go and see in the features. Okay, so it says that we got image identified and title image. Actually, this is not the proper structure. It comes like this. So it's directly title image ID path. So we need to fix that because now we're passing it directly here. And again, here is not like this. It goes like that. And this is not this. Yeah, just like that. So if this is okay, we see the images. So we're good. Now we just need to center this. So we should go to the features, and I'm guessing it's this right here. But just let me inspect it fairly quick to see what it did. So we got this one, this section. So I guess in this one, instead of item start, it should be item justify center. I think that this is the one. Oops, it's not that one. This one. Okay, let me just here we got flex column. Justify center item center. That didn't do the trick. I need to polish my CSS. And I actually think is this one. There you go. So now it's centered and we're down to 2 and missing 1. So let's go to the third one. So again, we select this one. Let's go back here, open a new chat, and I'm gonna have this prompt right here. It's very similar, but I'm saying that we got facts and that the content type had a relationship with fact, FAQ, and get the schemas from the dotCMS MCP server, like the same idea. Well, but actually before that, let me commit these changes. And now let's go. This is an interesting one because this one had expand and collapse, and I didn't set anything, but sometimes the agent can sense that from the Figma design because the component have like 2 states and stuff like that. Let's see if it tried to pull it off. Okay, well, that was quick. Let's see what it did. Okay, it renders this. It doesn't have questions. Let's see what happened. So let's go to my page and let's find this one. Let me accept all. I'm pretty sure that is something regarding what is, oh, it's doing the expanding. At least it's trying to. So FAQ items generate questions, or question empty. So I'm guessing that these questions is not coming correctly. Let's see. Let's just old school console log it, right? Okay, the array is empty. So I wonder if I didn't relate. They're related right there. They are not published though. So maybe actually my problem is that I have to publish all of them. So now they're published, and I'm gonna go back to the page. And there you go. Turns out it wasn't published. That's why it wasn't coming down in the page response. Now, as you can see here, it didn't perfectly did it, but it did expand, right? There is some margin issues right here that I can see. This should not be this width. Actually, let me measure the width. And as you can see, it's 600. I can even set like, hey, double check the width. Or I can fix it myself in the design. Not too much context, not too much anything. Okay, again, it's checking, I guess. Okay, it says that the high is this. It's talking about gaps and stuff like that. I don't Now, I don't like the change. I think it changed too much stuff and it was fairly okay. It's doing a lot of different things that we don't need. So instead of accepting these changes, and this is something that sometimes happens, right? Sometimes changes are easier if we fix it ourselves. So skipped. And what I'm going to say when it's finished is like, you know what? Undo everything. And I'm just going to go here myself. And in this section, instead of full, I'm going to say it closer to 600. Let me see. 96. No, that's too much. Maybe I got to do like, yeah, 600 right there. And I need to add the margin. So that's auto. And there you go. I fixed it. I didn't need it there for me to fix it. And as you can see, we have the 3 components in no time, and I can edit this one. It's already editable. Banking made. Awesome. Boom. I can, change the image. Let's browse for another image. I don't have too many images, but let's use this one. There you go. And it's completely editable. And it was quick. And thanks to the MCP server of dotCMS and Figma, you can easily go from nothing to a fully functionable, editable dotCMS page in like no time. I hope you enjoyed this session and see you later.